I guess they know I'm bad.
Hi guys, welcome back to Her the Podcast bonus edition. Me and Lasana are back at it again with another bonus episode. Bonus episode number dose. We have to have like a sub podcast. This is our sub. This is the sub podcast.
This is sub podcast.
This is a bonus podcast. We should have a name or something. But I don't know. We should figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
But as you guys can tell from the intro song, we're gonna dive more into Bad Gal Riri. Our previous bonus episode consisted of the R&B girls in the industry, and obviously Beyonce and Rihanna reign supreme till this day. But this episode is to dive more into Rihanna's journey. We know that she is the throwaway queen. She's the very generous queen when it comes to giving these girls these hits because she could definitely.
Because the writers only write for her. Literally, like
Seriously.
when I was on YouTube, like all of these hits that from Ed Sheeran to
Not Sharon.
Is it Sharon? Sharon, whatever. I'm ghetto. See now.
I cannot.
Ed Sheeran,
I cannot.
Selena Gomez, Miley Cyrus. I could name some more people that there were so many hits written for them. And if you go on YouTube, the facts are all there. And artists actually, producers have actually said, and writers have said that they made a lot of these songs
for Rihanna,
for her.
And they'll be like, she didn't want it. They'll say that
she'll be like, no,
it.
she didn't want it. So they know who sells the music, and the facts is all, and it's all there. And it's like people hate, and they want to hate on her. And
wait, we get too far. First, we want to talk about Robin Fenty first.
All right,
let's talk about.
So are we giving from the beginning? We're
gonna give a nice little sweeping of hold on. First, Rihanna was born Robin Rihanna Fenty.
Yes.
Let me pull up her. Let me go on. Hold on. Let me read this right. Because I don't know. Was it Westbury Road? Hold on. All right. Is St. Michael the capital of Barbados? I don't know.
Girl, I don't even know.
Anyway, so Robin Rihanna Fenty was born February 20th, 1988. She is all of 31 years of age. She was born in St. Michael, Barbados. Everyone, what's I guess on Westbury Road maybe, I don't know. What's this Westbury Road?
It's Westbury Road because that's what she named her.
But she said she was raised in Bridgetown, Barbados. Rihanna moved to the U.S. in 2005 when she signed with Def Jam Records. Okay, wait. So before she signed with Def Jam Records in 2005, she was discovered by.
She was founded by Evan Rogers
and another.
And it was another guy, but I don't know. They didn't mention him when I did my recovery. But there were two white men basically.
They discovered her where
that were down there, and I don't know if it was some type of like talent show or something that she performed at.
Did she sing that Hero song?
I don't know if it was the Hero. I don't think it was given Hero.
That was a little bit shaky for me.
I think it was more so like because Rihanna before, if anybody didn't even know either, that before she even was decided to come to the States, she was already trying to be like some type of reggae artist type of thing. Like I don't know if it was before they found her. You think it was after they found her?
Did she want to be reggae? I thought she wanted to be like a mainstream girl.
No, but there's a lot of that's the thing. I'm a Rihanna fan. Mm-hmm. If you go back even before Music of the Sun came out, she had reggae. She had songs like out. Like she had like some reggae stuff going on. She did a song with
Oh shit! Can you do a little clippy clip real quick?
Yes, let's do this.
Well, I didn't know. See, you going deep into the archive.
See, that's my fave, so I know a lot of shit.
Yeah, see, because that's how I knew the whole Solange Solo Star album.
Damn, what the fuck is the name of that fucking group?
She wasn't in no group.
No, it's a male group.
She was too catty to be in a group.
No, it was a male group that did a song, and she was featured on it. Cause this was around. This is on the air where they had Chantel was like a person too.
Oh na na, what's my name?
I cannot figure out to see. I should have been better prepared for this podcast.
Oh na na, what's my name?
No.
How do I sound? Does that sound good?
No,
what's my name?
Terrible.
What's my name? I'm talking about my accent. What's my name?
That sounds terrible
what's my
too.
Name?
Are you trying to do a background?
Oh na na.
The background music for the podcast or something? But either way, let's screw the group. So basically, she was making like little odd job songs and stuff before I think before she had became I should say discovered. However, they discovered her at something wherever she was performing, and 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 they thought she had something, you know what I'm saying?
That's what that's
they saw the it factor in her, even though that she probably wasn't even given the best vocals. She wasn't giving
it's the package, it's the whole star.
Choreography, they just saw something in her.
What'd you say? The what choreography? What'd you say? What kind of choreography?
The Snapchat choreography.
You said Snapchat choreography? What do you mean by Snapchat choreography?
Snapchat choreography, you know. Snapchat
I hate you.
She wasn't giving detailed choreography like Sierra would do.
Because that Chantel, you said the Chantel girl, she's from Barbados as well.
And Chantel was also coming up.
She gives a vocal. Does she sing Impossible? Is that her that sings the Impossible? Impossible.
Chantel had vocal.
Yeah, she gives a vocal.
Chantel had vocal. I just think with Chantel, it was just more so and we have to be blatantly honest, I think Rihanna just had the look.
Okay, Chantel's like a dark.
She was very appealing.
Is Chantel a dark skin? I don't know how she.
Chantel was. I want to say Chantel wasn't really dark skin.
Is she my complexion or like a brown?
She was like a caramel.
Like me or like okay.
She's like she was like a caramel. She was slim. Mm-hmm. She was easy on the eyes as well. Okay. And she gave a vocal. And her Rihanna were actually they were buddy people. They're from the same place. Mm-hmm. They were both vocalists. Chantel for me, I felt was more into the reggae scene.
Okay.
She had some songs out.
But that Impossible song isn't a reggae song. Does she still sing reggae stuff now? The Chantel girl?
I honestly don't even think Chantel still has a career right now. Does she still sing?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's when something from Chantel.
The only reason I know about Chantel is the Impossible song because they used to always sample that. They used to always fucking have the people on X Factor always sing that damn song all the damn time on X Factor. Impossible. Is it her? Am I right? Is that the right girl? Hold on.
Look at that on the podcast. Researching shit.
Let me do a Google.
We ain't do our homework.
No, but listen, we're authentic, okay?
Oh, right now. Gonna give you the right shit right now.
Hold on, shit.
It is her. Impossible.
Impossible. I am insane, conscious when it comes to love. I did. What's her name? Chantel Jackson or Chantel?
Chantel Lane.
With 2 L's?
SHONTELLE. Mm-hmm. Oh, this got 171 views.
No, that's not the official.
And it was published in 2010.
No, it can't be the official.
Why you say that?
Is it million?
171 million.
Okay, cool. This is 700.
No.
Okay. About to say, yeah, they used to sing. Yeah, turn it off. What I'm saying is, the reason I know that song is because on X Factor they would have Fifth Harmonies sing that song on the damn show at the goddamn time. But
but Chantel was with Akon. That was Akon girl.
But Akon makes magic as well. Because didn't Akon make magic with Lady Gaga?
Akon was been making magic. I just think that wow. Okay, so now that we bring that up, Chantel debuted around the same time as Rihanna, if not before. I don't know. I think during the same time.
But also maybe because with maybe in Chantel, because in Rihanna's music, even though she sings pop stuff, more so, you can still hear her accent, and that's what makes it exotic. Maybe in that Impossible song with Chantel, you can't hear a lick of patois, a lick of her accent. She sounds like, don't you know how Adele sings music and you can't tell she's English? That's what Chantel is giving, right?
And that's what she's giving, but I don't really per se think that was her down. I don't really know what Chantel. And would you consider what happened to Chantel downfall? How do we know that she didn't decide to
she might be
out
bigger
of the limelight? Maybe she's doing something behind the scenes. She had the vocal though.
A lot of girls have vocals. A lot of girls have vocals. And
she's from the same place Rihanna's from.
Listen, you bringing us back to the Tinashe.
But she didn't have the if factor.
You bring us back to the Tinashe convo topic because Tinashe, I believe she can give a vocal. She can sing very well. She's a beautiful girl, but it's not sticking.
Yeah, it's not sticking.
But I will say back to your point before, when you said that the what's his Evan Rogers or whatever, you said that they saw something in him. That's something that I'll always hear that people say. L.A. Reid, Jay-Z, them. They said it's something about her. It's something about you. I don't know what it is. It's something special about you. I want to keep you. Like I said last bonus episode, when they brought Rihanna to the States, and they had her audition in front of Jay-Z and everybody at Def Jam in that little room or whatever the fuck she auditioned for them at. They didn't want to let her leave that room until she signed the paper. And that's true. That's facts. They didn't want her to leave that room.
And I'm gonna read this. Just so that we can have some, okay. So as Island Def Jam, Jay-Z, whom I'd hired to be president, became one of my great teachers. When he first brought Rihanna into the office for an audition in February of 2005, we worked like a team. Mm-hmm. I first laid eyes on her in the hallway. I didn't know she was a singer or anything. Just a beautiful girl standing outside my office.
Who said that, Jay-Z?
No, this is L.A. Reid. Okay. Then Jay-Z burst into my office. You have to see this girl, he said. We went back to his office and he introduced me. We have to see this girl, he said, by the way. Just wanted to make sure y'all heard that part.
Don't be shady.
She was a star.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Startlingly beautiful 17-year-old from Barbados. She opened her audition with a Beyonce song.
All right, which song was
it?
What song
Singing,
was it?
but the whole time piercing me with them laser eyes.
Yeah, those her light eyes.
Her eyes is them choices. I saw her determination, her commitment. I saw someone who was going to be a big star someday. My head was spinning. She sang another song, Pawn the Replay, that would become her first hit. After she was done, I looked at Jay-Z. Don't let her leave this building, I said. I left it to Jay-Z's guys to close the deal, and she signed her contract that day. After signing Rihanna, Jay-Z and his team did the AR for the first album. I had nothing to do with it. The funny thing about Rihanna's success was that we signed two girls at the same time.
And guess who the other girl was?
Rihanna and a lovely young lady
named
Tay Dani René.
All right. Damn it! Oh my God! You know what, Lasana, and you know what, Lasana. This is how you know. You just like know that.
Listen.
Wait, Lasana. Wait,
this
we have pause. Please,
no, let me not pause yet.
Please, no, please.
Let me finish this and then we gonna go to it. No,
okay.
let me finish this. We had an in-house company showcase, and Beyonce happened to be there with Jay-Z.
All right.
Tierra Marie, Rihanna, and a 4-girl group called Black Butterfly and Neo.
Let me
remember
see
Black
Butterfly. With
label,
a Butterfly in it? That's the Black Butterfly group, right? With Amita Butterfly?
I don't know.
Let me see it do.
At the label, we thought Tierra Marie will be the big star.
Yeah, I told you, Lasana, last episode. I told you. I was so right.
We spent more time on her.
With Tierra Marie.
Paid more attention
because she had more. She had a vocal and she was pretty as well. But it just didn't.
But listen to this. Ooh. Rihanna already had a hit with Pawn the Replay, but we still thought it was the other girl. A bell went off for me, however, when after the showcase, Beyonce came up to me. That Rihanna girl, she said, she's a beast. These were Beyonce's words. As much as I told people this, they would never believe me, but it's actually written here in black and white on Billboard. It's written. Beyonce had a respect from Rihanna from the beginning. So this stupid ass feud that motherfuckers want to keep going on about who's dancing better, who's singing better, at the end of the day, they're still sitting at the same table and they're still rubbing shoulders at the same parties.
Exactly. And they still in that front row at the damn award shows too.
They're not in charge of the media. The media sells what they think is going to sell. Beyonce and Rihanna being good friends and Kiki and that's not going to sell fucking papers. The feud that the fans love so much, that's what's going to sell. They want that shit. They want the rift between Beyonce and Rihanna. When in fact, Beyonce and Rihanna at the same fucking brunch, walking past, like, hey girl, what's up? Yeah, girl. Nah, I just sold another 2,000 million. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers are up there.
And let's not forget that Rihanna was on that stage right alongside Tierra Marie and Anne-Marie singing that, let me lose my breath.
Right.
Let me lose my breath.
She has a respect for her.
She better have
Rihanna
respect.
doesn't step on anybody.
I wonder what Beyonce song that she's on. What Beyonce song that she's on? What song was that? What Beyonce song she sung? You said that she sung a Beyonce song.
Oh, well, it just didn't say what song it was. It just said she sang a Beyonce song.
Because I know in 2005 that was when Beyonce first came out with the Dangerously Love, correct? No, that was 2005.
I really don't know what the song was.
No, 2005 was B-Day. No, it had to be because 03 was Dangerously in Love.
Let me get my trusty.
And 05 had to either be B-Day or had to be Destiny Fulfilled.
I'll let you know. I really feel like it's Dangerously in Love.
It might be Dangerously in Love came out 03. That album came out 03. It came out 03.
Dangerously Love was 03.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe it was even if it was 03, it could have still been a Dangerously in Love song. You know
Okay. But yeah, so two things I wanted to say when you said those things.
2005.
Had to be
she didn't have nothing in 2005.
Oh, Destiny Fulfilled then. Destiny Fulfilled came out in 05 then. It had to be Lose My Breath. It had to be.
Destiny Fulfilled? Oh, wait. Destiny Child albums.
It had to be 05.
Maybe it was that.
It had to be
I don't know because they performed it at the tribute, so maybe it was like the song. I don't know.
Anyway, two things I wanted to say while you're reading that. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that I was right.
Of course you were right. I knew you were right.
But also two things. One thing, One thing, you know,
I just didn't.
Yes,
I did not know they put more time into Tia Marie.
I told you they. I told you they did.
I told you,
but I told you that they. I told you they thought.
I don't even remember one song from Tia Marie, and that was when she was by the gate.
It was two songs.
There's that white outfit on.
I know Daddy around when I was growing. That was the second single, but the first one was. Little how to make a girl feel, and then they had was it Jay-Z on that song?
That's the song I remember.
Wasn't Jay-Z on that song?
She had that tired ass fucking blonde. Yeah, I remember. Like,
this is the thing, because they spent more time on her because she had more of a vocal. She was a light skinned pretty girl. I think Tia Marie has light eyes just like Rihanna has light eyes. Tia Marie is not light skinned. She's a little bit dark. She's not Rihanna. They might be the same complexion.
No. Tia Marie and Rihanna are not the same complexion.
Tia Marie is not dark.
Tripping.
She's not brown like me. But she's a light brown. But no, Tia Marie is not dark skinned at all. She is like she's not dark skinned. She is Rihanna's complexion, Lasana. Either way.
No, she's
pull
not.
It up. Go on Google then. Go and pull it up then.
I'm on Google and she is not Rihanna's complexion. That is not Rihanna's complexion.
Okay, well she lighter than Rihanna then. She look lighter than Rihanna.
No, she's not.
And either way.
Rihanna's borderline white.
Either way.
No, okay.
Sierra had.
I'm gonna stop screaming.
I hate you. Now Sierra has those light eyes as well.
Oh yeah, they are. Well, I can see where you're saying that, but no, Rihanna's like a tinge or two lighter than Tia.
Either way, they're both pretty bitches. They're both okay. So what? Okay. Fine. Whatever. Whatever.
See, we getting no colorism again. See, this gonna be another episode.
That's why I'm gonna get off of that shit real quick. You got fucking comparing fucking.
All right, come on.
Anyway, so like I was saying, they wanted to spend more time on Tia because she gave more. She was also a pretty girl. She gave more of a vocal. I can see why they wanted to spend more time on her. I could. It was that, and then also she probably was more. I guess maybe they wanted to go more with the more Americanized person. I guess because
the
Rihanna,
more urban.
The more.
She was urban.
Yeah, she was urban. Yeah.
When she debuted.
And she was.
And that's what they was trying to go for.
Yeah. Absolutely. But it was that, and also it was two more things. That, and then another thing is where, you know, she sung the little Pondé replay and the Beyonce song in front of him.
But who was in the middle?
Who's in the middle?
Who was the center attraction of that
talking about the tribute? Tia Marie was in the middle.
Was she in the middle?
She was in the middle. She was, because she was the one that gave more of a vocal out of all three of them.
No, she didn't.
Hurry up, get off this. I have to make my 2 points. You don't have to. I want to make my points. You keep interrupting me.
Okay, go ahead. But I'm gonna play it
Sierra,
because I feel
was in the middle. Pull it up.
She didn't give more of a vocal. Then.
It was between her and Marie. I'm not being shady.
That's shady.
I'm not.
Anne-Marie barely gave a vocal. Please don't get me started.
Okay, so Tia Marie. Back to my fucking point. Either way, let me make my Lana. I'm making my 2 points. Anyway, so my other point is when Beyonce was like, oh yeah, she's a beast. Even though you said this in the last episode, and I believe you as well. Mm-hmm. You know, like I said, obviously Rihanna doesn't give you a full impressive vocal, but it come back to my point where she gives you something. Sometimes. She gives something sometimes, but something special. You know what I'm saying? Something special about her. So that she has that it factor with that. Right. She has that it factor with that. Mm-hmm. So I know I was fucking right. But she gave that it factor. Like I said, they still wanted her to be the Beyonce of the three girls. See? And she even sang Beyonce's song, Beyonce part. See? Okay.
Rihanna gave just as much as a vocal out there.
But guess what part she sung? She sung Michelle's part. Okay, Kelly's part. Okay.
That was cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
For her.
Yeah.
It was like a cute pop girl, though. I can't do it, but... Right, Rihanna was just as vocal.
She was
just as vocal as Tia Marie.
No. Stop it. Cut it off.
She was.
Cut it off.
But Rihanna has the look, and she's that bitch.
Yeah, she's that bitch. So, like I said, back to my other point.
But Tia Marie didn't look bad either.
Back to my other points, Lasana.
And they go Anne-Marie. I don't even think Anne-Marie should have been in this tribute. Because she's not.
They wanted to push her. That was one thing.
Not in the sense of a negative sense, but I just feel like Anne-Marie was just like gold. Like she didn't have to be there to tribute to anyone. But I felt like this is like what they have to do. It's like the music industry hierarchy. Like we have to tribute. Yeah.
They wanted to push her. Because one thing was out, I think.
Rihanna was so bad. And they got her in that fucking skirt. Rihanna just had it. That's what it was. She just had it. Whatever it is, when we discover what that it is, we'll figure it out.
I mean, I've seen Rihanna live, and I see what it is. All right.
Okay, so.
But back to my point before you start talking.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah. Oh. Anyway, so back to the point. She didn't give you like an outstanding vocal, but she had that it factor. Even Beyonce was like, "Oh hey, you gotta fucking, she's fierce as fuck," like, you know what I'm saying? So it was that, and also Rihanna is a fucking bad bitch, only because they signed both them bitches, and where's Rihanna now? We still sit here and talk about her, and then where's Tierra Marie? Trying to give 50 his money back, and that's so sad. I'm not sincere. When I see Tierra Marie, I'm like, I'm so sad because you was just with Rihanna. You was just with Rihanna. They signed you with Rihanna.
I think what it proves to me is that, well, at least on Tierra Marie's part, is that factor. You have to have the it factor and you have to have the drive. The drive
and the right team. But the thing is, they both
you don't have the drive.
They both have the same team.
But if you don't have the drive,
no. What happened with Tierra Marie was, I think she had a falling out with Jay-Z. She had a falling out once with somebody.
She may have.
I think she did. That's what happened.
Sometimes you gotta bite the bullet to get to the things that you want, and I feel like Rihanna wanted it more. Than
she wanted it more. But she had that effect, and also she was more swaggy. We'll get to that too. But I'm gonna jump ahead okay. Yeah,
I had some reservations.
Yes.
Like you said,
I'm gonna jump. Then I'm gonna come back. All right. So let me jump ahead of time real quick. When SOS came out, that was around the time when they was thinking about dropping her ass, and they would have to pay people. They would try to get the stations to like try to push and play that song, because that was when they was thinking about dropping her ass. That was when they was thinking about dropping her ass around SOS. Anyway, coming back. So what were you saying?
Okay, so
we're still we're on the timeline of Rihanna getting signed.
Yeah, so she got signed. Let's say this is the time she got signed. Okay. The Ponder Replay came out. Let's say. Music of the Sun tease, whatever she was doing with that.
It was 2 singles, Ponder Replay, and it was Loving That You Want, Me. Was that the second one? Me, oh girl.
That was on Music of the Sun,
I remember 2 songs being prominent on that album.
Me, oh girl. Yeah, girl.
Yeah, and like I said before, and her and Beyonce shared that same little beach scene with the.
But whose scene was before?
It don't matter either way. It was more authentic to Rihanna because Rihanna.
Of course, it was more authentic to her, and I just feel like maybe it's possible they could have had the same producer that produced the same video. Who knows?
Whatever.
But it just made sense for that song.
Yeah.
Where else did you see that song taking place at?
Okay.
Besides the beach on the island somewhere. But what I was saying, when Rihanna when first came out, she wasn't really swaggy like
Not
that.
Yet. She was she was still.
Because I looked back at I was looking through some old pictures of Rihanna. I was like, her stylist was a chop, like from the beginning. But then, like she said, she was into fashion. Mm-hmm. She wasn't horrible.
But the thing is,
she wasn't as bad as some people that I've seen from the past.
The thing is, back then, but around that time, it was probably lit. What she was wearing.
But she's always said from her debut, she loves fashion, she loves clothes, she loved this and that, and you can tell during her tenure that she actually fulfilled almost everything she said she wanted to do. She's a designer, she has makeup, she has a fucking great music catalog, she has an amazing team behind her that
you don't go too ahead.
No, I'm not going ahead. She has an amazing team behind her that, muses with her. She's a muse for a lot of people. But anyways, let's dial it back. Like you said, don't go too far ahead. So Music of the Sun, she did that. She had Ponder Replay, which to me, like I said, at that point in time, I wasn't really completely Navy yet. I don't even think I was Navy at all. Because at that point in time, it was a lot of people out with Sierra. Sierra was having a better time going on during that time.
A better time.
Beyonce
Side note,
was
fuck
out.
who that person was that tried to come at us in the damn comments with they fucking profile picture and shit. Fuck them. Go ahead.
We praise Sierra. We don't always.
We was not hating on her. We were just saying fucking factuals.
As I said before, every time I said anything about Sierra, is that I have a love-hate relationship for her.
I just have my reservations about her.
And we have our reservations. Like, we say how we feel about her music, and that's it.
And it's true.
You should not be biased towards her.
If you were a true fan, you would have bought her fucking Beauty Marks album, and you didn't.
Right.
It flopped.
Exactly. She has all these people talking all this shit. All these people, she cute, but nobody buy her album. No one buys her music. She's not global. But I still support the music that I like that she produces. That's it. Like, y'all, people have this idea that if you say a bad thing about a person that you're hating, no. Criticism has nothing to do with hating anyone. I don't hate Sierra. Sierra's thriving. She's living in a mansion and I'm living in an apartment. Like, she's doing well for herself, right now. So I'm not hating on her, but we can critique her work. Like, I think that
Back
we
to
are
Rihanna.
allowed that. But yeah, you're right. Babbling on about Sierra when we're talking about Riri. Music of the Sun, Ponder Replay. That is the shit going over there, but
No, I'm saying when you do this on the thing, you can hear it on the mic real loud when you play it back.
oh well, it's laminate, so no. But anyways, Music of the Sun, Ponder Replay, and it's sad I don't even know the name of this song that we keep singing, but don't know the word.
If
It's Loving That You Want,
that's what it's called. You make me your girl. Those are the two main songs on the album. But that was when she first came out or whatever. It was
and
cool.
I wasn't really like a fan then. I was just like, okay, she cute.
I feel like everyone felt the same way.
I loved it that she was from the islands. That's
yes.
what I really drew me to her to even look her up, because I was like, oh my god, she's from the islands.
Yeah,
a girl from the islands. Oh, let's see how she does, how she fares, in music. And then immediately right after that, the Beyonce comparisons come. Oh well, she's not gonna be she's not gonna be like her, and oh she can't really sing like that, and the comparisons already came. Then they came the she's gonna be a one-hit wonder. This is it. This is it for her.
But then If You Want came out or whatever, and that's okay, maybe because
that
whole shit with the Beyonce thing, that whole thing was a big ass mess too. I feel like it wasn't as bad now, but that was a whole mess back when Beyonce was starting to come up too, because they used to compare Beyonce to Ashanti, because they was both black girls, both curvy girls, and we know who came out on top. But they used to fucking compare Beyonce to Ashanti all the damn time. But anyway, after Music of the Sun was the album A Girl Like Me, and that had SOS on it, and what else? Oh shit, I don't know. But that was around the time when they was thinking about dropping Rihanna off of Def Jam. They was about to drop her. And I feel like when you brought up the Music of the Sun thing, the Ponder Replay thing, everyone in the industry, like the Neos and stuff, they all said the same shit. Like, they try to make her this gimmicky reggae artist or whatever. They bring up Ponder Replay. You notice that she don't play Ponder Replay that much in her live shit, in her performances no more, because it's like, damn, like, let me just put this behind me type shit. But hey, that's what put you on the map. But they all, like, I remember Neo said, back in the day, like, no, we needed to take Rihanna and we needed to get it started. Boy, then I can be a shawty. Get out tonight.
So, A Girl Like Me had SOS, Unfaithful. Not Unfaithful. It did. A Girl Like Me had
Faithful and it kills him. That wasn't on Good Girl Gone Bad?
No.
Oh, you know what? That was the Neo song that he wrote. That was the first Neo song that he wrote for her. Yes, because I remember. No, that was the first. The Unfaithful was the first. Then it was Hate That I Love You. But that was the first Neo song that he wrote for her, and that was when he was like, "Hey, yeah, I want to come in and help you, because that little Ponder Replay, little gimmicky Ponder Replay stuff. No. I remember him saying that about her. Wow. Yeah. So that was when they realized that she wasn't a one-hit wonder, but she wasn't doing that well, because they were around the SOS time. They were thinking about dropping her, and they had to try to get radio stations to play her shit.
Yeah, SOS, Unfaithful, We Ride. That was my shit.
We ride. That was my shit.
Break It Up, boy. And then I guess the main song was A Girl Like Me, which was supposed to be the song. Oh, it's actually a really cute song. If you go back and listen to like Rihanna's older albums, like Music of the Sun, listen to it all the way through, she has gems on like like most of her songs. All of them are gems. They're well put together songs.
Yeah, she has really good.
They're going to be your least favorites and best favorites, but at the same time, each song is still a gem. She could have literally made each of those songs a hit if she just had put.
It is something about Rihanna when it comes to like writers. It's something about Rihanna that she is the vessel of every writer, of every fucking fashion, of every fucking writer, every fucking song, every fucking outfit, every fucking hairstyle. It was. Remember she would change up her hairstyle every fucking album, and everybody wanted to. Lasana, I bleached my hair red for the first time in high school, because that bitch had when Loud came out.
My hair had that little blonde patch, because guys was doing the little patch.
And then after the red, when what was that? What came after Loud?
Unapologetic.
But no, before Loud, it was something else. I did a whole little shave sides, and I got the little weave in the middle mohawk. My shit was. I'm gonna go on Facebook and find some old shit. I used to rock
find
shit.
it.
No, all right. Anyway, so jumping ahead. It's all right. But after the whole Girl Like Me album, that was one time they were thinking about dropping her. But I guess they wanted to give her another chance. So that's when Good Girl Gone Bad came out, and she came out with the whole. That's when her evolution started with the whole fashion and her hair and stuff. That's when her whole shit changed. And Good Girl Gone Bad came out, and they actually had to re-release that album. And I think that was when that was Umbrella. That was the album that Umbrella was on. And I think originally Jay-Z wasn't on Umbrella, but I think that he had to get on Umbrella for it to be a hit. Maybe I think that's what it was. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. True. Was he on the original the very first time?
He was on the original.
The very first time.
Yeah.
Okay, but
he wasn't. He was on the original, but he wasn't in the Reloaded. But that wasn't true. Now.
Okay, so Umbrella
was already a hit from the beginning.
Okay, so Umbrella really saved.
I just think the album just wasn't getting as much traction as they thought it would get. You know what I'm saying? So it got traction when they did the reloaded version, and they brought it back out. Just to touch base that album had Umbrella.
You know what Lasana?
It had Don't Stop the Music.
Oh yeah, I can name all them
Breaking
shits.
Dishes. It had
Up
Shut
in
Up
here
and Drive.
all night.
Hate That I Love You. Say It, Tell Me Candy. Let Me Get That. Rehab. Question Existing.
Rehab.
Every single one of the songs on this album was a hit.
Take you to rehab.
That was my shit with Justin Timberlake. Like her writers,
oh my
her writers
God.
fucking like.
Oh my. You know what? No, Lasana. You know what happened? They had to release Reloaded. They had to put out Reloaded because the album. I know what happened. The album came out with Umbrella, right? The album didn't do as well as they wanted it to do, but Umbrella was a hit, right? So they had to say like, "Hey y'all, this is a whole album. Let me release this Reloaded shit because y'all was sleeping when the album came out. Yeah. Let me pack it up again and call it Reloaded real quick so you can buy that shit.
That's called investing.
And then guess what? Reloaded came out with how much Reloaded sell? A lot.
Yes.
And guess what happened with Reloaded? It saved Rihanna went back. She's still on that damn label.
Yeah.
So Umbrella was the
that's
pivoting.
called investing in an artist. Everybody
Umbrella
like to say,
was
they didn't invest in her. No, they invested in her.
Yeah, they did, and they made the right decision. And Umbrella was a pivoting moment for her because it was Umbrella and all the songs that you named, and that was when Rihanna she was the Good Girl Gone Bad. So she cut her hair and did she cut her hair, the little swoop in the front, the colors and the nice cool outfits, the graphic tees and the jewelry, and then designers wanted to be like, hey, you're a nice slim pretty girl. Let me put some clothes on you. So she went all the little nice designer shit. She's starting trendsetter. And then the Neos was behind her, and the Dreams was behind her with that because the Dream was responsible for Umbrella. Neo was responsible for Hate That I Love You. Take a Bow was also on Good Girl Gone Bad. Was it? That was the second or third song that Neo wrote for her. Take a Bow, right? Take a Bow had to be on Good Girl Gone Bad, right? Let's do a fact check.
Yeah.
Take a Bow was on good. It had to be.
Take a Bow was probably on the.
It wasn't because Unfaithful was on A Girl Like Me. Take a Bow had to be on Good Girl Gone Bad. It had to be. Let me do it.
No, Take a Bow was on.
Don't wanna take. Because I remember the haircut was on there. It had to be Good Girl Gone Bad because that was when she changed her hair. That's when she first cut her hair. It had to be. I remember the video. And her hair was cut and she had the new style with her. It had to be Good Girl Gone Bad that Take a Bow was on there. But like I was saying,
I'm looking at this. It says Umbrella, Push Up on Me, Don't Stop the Music, Breaking Dishes.
It was probably on Reloaded. Go on Reloaded.
They don't even have Reloaded up here, but I'm gonna check.
Go on Reloaded, yeah. But so that on that album, on the Good Girl Gone Bad album, The Dream was behind it. Umbrella, Neil's was behind it on Take a Bow.
No, Take a Bow wasn't on here.
Justin Timberlake. What was Take a Bow in? It had to be on one of her shits.
Take a Bow, I think was on a.
It can't be, Lasana.
Take a Bow.
Sorry, y'all. We doing a quick Google, y'all.
I really feel like that was just a single. I think it was just a single. I don't think it was on an album. Was it?
Really?
Or do I not know my favorites?
No, you don't know your favorite because that's what. Look, Google said Reloaded.
I just looked that up.
You gotta click details. It says you gotta click show more, right here. More about Take a Bow.
I did look, girl.
Type in Take a Bow in Google. It'll pull it up. Yes, right here in the video. How about a round of applause? Oh, that's my bitch.
Well, Google don't have it right then because
Google had it right. Google got on
Bad Reloaded.
No,
songs,
type in take a bow in the type in take a bow.
Under where they have
are you under Reloaded or the
this
or
is
the
Reloaded?
Original? Or they fucked up then?
They fucked up. Yeah.
This is a reminder for y'all.
Okay, so what's on there?
Yes, Rihanna.
Yeah, she did that shit.
It's a nice little sip for y'all. But yeah, so like I said, on the Good Girl Gone Bad album, The Dream is one of the top fucking writers. Neo, one of the top fucking writers. Justin Timberlake, he also has a nice pen because he did put some pen game to that. What's that rehab? Because baby, you're my disease or whatever. He has a good pen. JC has a good pen game. Yeah, so she had a bomb ass team behind her, and that's what really saved her, and that was the pivoting moment for her because guess what? People was realizing that little what's that little umbrella, Ella, or whatever. So they was like, oh shit, okay, let me keep writing some shit for this bitch. Let me hurry up and this for Rihanna. Okay, hey Rihanna, what you want, Rihanna? What you want? Because after Good Girl Gone Bad, what was that after that? Fucking rated R because guys. Okay.
And this is where I will come in real heavy.
Okay, because go ahead.
Rated R was I in my own personal life during the time that Rated R came out. I was
pause. After the whole Umbrella song with the the Dream, the little A or whatever. After that, it was a lot of songs that had little A
and then yeah, it's usually after Rihanna does something, it's usually the music sounds a lot real Rihanna-ish. Right. But moving along. So
Rated R was very important because a lot of things.
Rated R was important, and I'm going to break down Rated R because I want everyone to know how genius Rated R actually was. But I was in this rebellion stage with my parents. Me finding myself and who I was.
Okay.
I was in this rebellion stage, and I was hurt a lot about how my feelings and what was going on with me and my family at the time. So Rated R was one of those albums that I went to find solace in because it just had songs that at the point in time I felt like resonated with how I felt.
And let's talk about the cover art because I'm a graphic designer and the cover art is everything to me.
The cover art is everything,
cover art
first
was
of all.
every fucking thing. The new hairstyle with the blonde. Everything.
I fell in love with Rihanna. This is where I became Navy. Mm-hmm. This is literally when I signed up for the Navy. I became Navy
on the Reloaded joint, the one before that one.
First of all, it was so fucking edgy and just dark, and I just love the fact that Rihanna can genre hop.
Russian
and the fact
roulette?
that she played this like pop rock artist so well.
Oh, that was
amazing. Shit. It was a rock album. Like I don't even care what nobody says. It was pop, but it was rock. It was like rock pop. Like it was lit, but it was like R&B, and it was like all these genres fused in one time.
Baby, I'm a rock star.
Yes.
Was that on that one? Was it on that one?
It is. So this album consisted of Madhouse, Wait Your Turn, Hard, Stupid in Love, which was actually written for Brandy, Rockstar 101, Russian Roulette, Firebomb, Rude Boy, Photograph Chief. This album
who wrote it for Brandy?
I don't know. I don't know that much, but I know it was written for her. And I'm reading down this list of songs, and literally every song on this album is a banger.
The wait is over.
Everything.
The wait is over.
Every single song.
I pitch with a grenade.
It's so cohesive. It doesn't make any sense.
And it still seems authentic because I'm a power in my name. If you pop up and you say steady, I'm gonna do the way. It's still.
I mean, from Wait Your Turn to Hard, that was my shit.
Rude boy, can you get it up? It's still
Rockstar 101.
I appreciate every album. She always has that. She still has that Caribbean shit in every album she does.
She at least has something to let you know. She had Tay Amo.
That damn. Remember when Curiosity tried to do
that was my shit. She had Cold Case Love. Cold Case Love. That was my shit. I was going through it that time, and this was the album that I listened to really bring me through. Like, she literally makes songs that help you, like, bring you through, like, all that shit that you go through. And, like, Hard, when she dropped that visual for Hard, and she was with G-Eazy. What's his name? Jeezy? What's his name?
Jeezy. Don't say G-Eazy.
Jeezy, or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know. I'm not a fan of him.
Yeah.
You know, they had a little...
Oh, yeah.
That was my shit. That was my shit. She was kind. She was kind as fuck in that
all
music
up
video.
On it. No, you want to on it. Get like me. That's it. Lasana, Rihanna is a bad bitch.
So this is when I became a
Rihanna
fan of hers.
Is a bad bitch.
And I think this is when everybody really started like falling in love with her because it was like, damn, like, and this is right after, of course, the shit that happened with her and Chris Brown. So this is where
she was rebelling, and she got that gun tattoo.
Rebelled.
She got that gun tattoo on her
she rebelled,
side.
But the respect that I have for her is the fact that she took all that negative energy and she put it into this album.
Russian
and it
roulette.
was iconic.
Russian roulette.
I don't know what anyone says, but
Russian
Rated R is the
roulette.
most iconic Rihanna album to this day.
Not
and
even
if I had to,
above Anti?
If I went
above
to
Anti or something?
Anti is iconic, but I had to be honest
it's
with you.
It's above Anti?
If I had to pick, if I was going home and they said you had 2 albums to listen to the clean today.
Okay.
You have Anti, you have Rated R. I will pick Rated R.
Okay.
Because it just, I'm not saying that Anti is a bad album.
But you had to
Anti
pick.
is a great album.
If you had to pick.
But if I had to pick, Rated R, baby. Because Rated R is just emotional. It just have emotional ties with me. And I'm just like, I love this album because I felt like Rihanna was at her rawest. She was so raw.
And at that time everyone was listening. They was
everyone
like, I want to hear what I want what's going on with you.
They want to hear her. And I felt like at this time Rihanna speaks through her music, and I felt like this was an era where she was saying, look, like some crazy ass shit happened to me. This is what I'm giving you guys. Hear how I feel. I'm still going to be strong. I'm still going to do what I got to do. And she came out with Hard because I think Hard was her saying, like, nah, you got me fucked up. I don't care if you beat me up or you did whatever you did to me. I'm still hard. Like, I'm still going to come out here and make my money.
And
you're not going to stop my bands. You're not going to stop my move. You're not going to stop my pull. And they used that crazy-ass situation that happened with her to fucking benefit off of it. And this is the one moment when I say an opportunist is actually a great idea to be an opportunist. Take that opportunity and turn it all around. And she literally took that bad situation and turned that shit all the way the fuck around. Ooh. Now she's sitting on $600 million. We jumping. Or has made that. We're jumping. So I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna just close out this by saying that this was a great album.
Before you close it out, it was still a couple of haters and a couple of rumblings because people was like, how you talking about Rude Boys when Chris Brown hit you? But you want to sit and talk about Rude Boys and stuff and blah blah blah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
And that's not even when a Caribbean person is talking about Rude Boy, we talking about the way they dance more so, like the way they dance.
Come here, Rude Boy, or sex.
Or sexually.
Come here, Rude Boy,
it has nothing to do with somebody putting their hands on you.
Come here, Rude Boy.
So if you think if you want a Rude Boy that hits you, then you can have that. But no, she didn't. And I just couldn't. Like, I just gained so much respect for Rihanna, and I fell in love with her during the era where that shit happened to her because I was just so distraught for her and like the shit that she was going through. And for you to be able to be that publicly humiliated.
And then bounce back from that shit?
That's ridiculous. And I don't care what anybody say. That's just Rihanna to this day is still the strongest celebrity I've ever known for anything.
She's a bad bitch, bruh.
She's been through so much in her life. Like, she's been through publicly being humiliated. Somebody beat her ass, and they posted her picture of her ass beat. And come on, how much more stronger do you have to be? And this bitch still pumping out albums, still pumping out a fashion line.
We out here right now. We out here itching like a damn crackhead for her fucking.
Itching like crackheads for her music.
Anyway, so after Rated R.
So after Rated R, we had.
Oh, sorry. Rated R was also a pivoting moment for her fashion too, with the hairstyles and the clothes. Let's talk about that. She made you feel. She was in all the team because I was into, like I said, I'm a graphic designer. So with my whole graphic design journey, I was really in high school, middle school. I was so into magazines because magazines for me is a lot of graphic design there. And magazines, I used to get magazines to look at shit. And I remember. Right. I just look at like this to study layout designs. This is a fucking nerdy fucking shit. But in all the Teen Vogues and all the 17 magazines, it was always Rihanna in that motherfucker, and they would dissect her damn outfit and say, oh, you can get this piece from such and such, whatever. So she was always that was when she was in all the little teen magazines. You wanted to look like Rihanna, you wanted to dress like Rihanna, you wanted to have your hair like Rihanna. What lipstick color is that Rihanna? What shirt is that Rihanna? So. Yeah, so after Rated R, it was Loud, right?
So after Rated R was my favorite album.
It was Loud?
So no, it's not my favorite.
Okay, so Loud was Loud. Okay, after Rated R, Loud, she was a little bit more, she was a little bit happier. She got the bleached red. She was, she let Drake. I guess that's when she was letting Drake finger her a little bit.
Not finger her a little bit.
She let Drake play around with her a little bit.
This album consisted of S&M, What's My Name, Cheers, Fading, Only Girl in the World, California King Bed, Man Down, Raining Man, Complicated Skin, Love the Way You Lie.
I'm not sure. I'm
not
sure who. I know that Esther Dean had a lot to do with that album. Esther Dean, she's a really good writer in the industry as well. And I don't think did Dream have anything to do with Loud?
I feel like he did.
What about Neo?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know about who the writers and stuff were because I was more so just into the music. I didn't really go back.
You can go on Genius. I'm always into the.
Well, look at the writers because I want to give them give them everything that they need to know.
Because the Dream,
who was behind it?
Because the people, Esther Dean, the Dream, and Neo, Pharrell, all them niggas, Timbaland, they need to. Y'all need to give their flat. Y'all need to give.
Them
y'all
their
need
tens.
to. Yes.
Yeah, give them their tens. And I just honestly, for this album, for me personally, I loved Loud. I thought it was just a very genius album. But to me, Loud was an interim album. I felt like it was just an album that was put out just to appease the fans,
a space filler,
just a space filler album because it was good.
Yeah.
Out Loud, I think actually was her.
I think she was happy.
Let me say that might have been her second highest grossing album. I want to say that. I have to go back and check the stats now because they've been obviously updated since the last time I checked it. But I think Loud was one of her highest selling albums. It was a good album. It was to me her introduced into the pop world.
Ooh, wait. That was
not say pop.
You think Loud was her intro to pop world? I think Good Girl Gone Bad was her intro to pop world. Shut Up and Drive.
Good Girl Gone Bad was more urban.
Shut Up and Drive.
Urban contemporary.
Shut Up and Drive. Shut Up and Drive.
But that was one song.
That was on all
that album.
Fucking Shut Up and Drive, fucking that was on all of the white little radio stations. What do you mean? Umbrella? That was on all the stations.
But
white, black, brown.
That was more of an urban contemporary album.
But the song, that wasn't her. I don't think Loud was her.
Loud was more of a pop.
Loud, but it wasn't her intro to pop. It wasn't her intro at all.
Let me not say intro to pop. Maybe the wording was wrong. Since you always screaming about something, but.
Yeah, Esther Dean.
I want to say that was her most pop album to me. Was Loud was her most pop album.
Okay,
that was her most pop album.
Yeah, I agree with you. But it wasn't her intro to pop. But
only girl in the world,
like I'm the only one that you ever loved.
That album was poppy as fuck. Fading, California King Bed, all that was pop. That was a full pop album. She gave us one song that was I think. Had a reggae vibe to him too.
What Man Down?
Which is iconic, by the way. Another genius ass motherfucker song. And whoever wrote that shit, you need to be kissed for the rest of your life.
We gonna tell you who wrote it. Wait. Guess what? Guess who wrote it?
The Dream.
No.
Esther Dean.
No.
Rihanna.
Chantel. Her name is in the writing credits. Chantel. Somebody named Theron Thomas. Sac Passe,
hey.
And Timothy Thomas, yeah.
Oh shit, I'm fucking your table.
It's already fucked up, but on Loud, Esther Dean's name is all over this damn album.
Okay.
All right, Stargate name all over this fucking album.
I respect her. I respect Esther Dean. But Chantel, wow. Mm-hmm. So that's interesting.
Her good sis.
But I'm telling you, Rihanna and Chantel were not enemies at all.
And
there was almost a time and period where people were trying to make it seem like, there was this thing going on with them. And I was like, I don't like how the media like to twist and turn shit. Why can't we work together? You know what I'm saying? Who knows what Chantel decided what she wanted to do, whether or not she got showboated or not. She knew that it was a smart idea to say, hey, let me put my motherfucker for this writing question. I'm gonna get royalties for this. She's motherfuckers is getting royalties.
Or maybe
they
it was another.
Money.
Maybe Man Down was another Rihanna snatch away. Chantel probably had the song first round. Like, look, bitch, I want this shit. Let me have this shit, please.
It could have been that too, but I mean,
right. Either way,
obviously it went to the right person.
Chantel got her coin from it, so whatever.
Right.
We done with
so
Loud?
We both win. Yeah. I'm done with that. Like I said, it's an interim album. It doesn't really. I mean, I love the songs on it.
Remember Skin? Skin.
Because Rihanna's so sultry and she's so she's sexy.
Oh, you know what? That was. I think this was her intro to sex appeal. S.
Honey, that visual she gave for S&M was iconic. Okay, bitch?
I love the way you look at me. Oh, you turn me on. It's exactly what I've been yearning yearning for. Give it to me strong.
And then in my boudoir, you know she made a collaboration, Brittany.
Yeah, no. I like it.
So Loud. So let's move on from Loud.
All right.
And then next she had
all right.
Talk That Talk.
Oh, talk that talk. I know what's coming. Oh, I know what's coming, Lasana. Go ahead. I know. It's fine. Because guess what? It's fine. But before you start, I know you're going to go hard on it. I know. But before you start, the song Talk That Talk was the shit. Fucking you the one. No, I'm
gonna say the song. Okay. So
that's my shit too.
This
Sorry.
album consisted of You the One, Where Have You Been, We Found Love, Talk That Talk.
Oh, that was
Cockiness,
everything.
Birthday Cake,
Suck
We
my
All Want Love,
cockiness, lick my persuasion. Eat my words and then swallow your pride down.
I love this album
okay.
so much.
Right.
No, you thought it was about to be shady.
Yeah. But that album was everything.
I could never be shady to her.
That was her most damn.
I will not be biased, but I can never be completely shady. But You the One, Where Have You Been? You the One first. I don't even know where to begin. So we found love pushed this album.
Lasana. You the One. That video was so
from a graphic design.
Ooh, it was porn to me. It was design porn to me.
Pornographic.
That it was designed
when they had her on that fucking thing and she was like,
and then the
fucking checkerboards on her skin and shit. Like, it was crazy.
Please, hold on, wait. I'm sorry. Let me look at the video.
Is that gonna be the song for the beginning or the outro? No. It could be the song for the outro of the video.
You don't want to know when I want. Oh my God, this the color palette, the fucking graphics, the typography. I was in love.
Everything, the graphics.
I was in love with this video. The typography. Oh my God, the wigs, everything.
So, Talk That Talk, I have to say, I completely love this album. Even though it was one of those other albums that was kind of like brushed under the rug, it kind of just like came out. Talk That Talk didn't do, phenomenal. I didn't say it did bad, but it wasn't.
They had a lot of hit. I feel like it
had a lot of good songs on it.
It's a couple hidden gems on it too. I feel like Cockiness, even though they tried to get A$AP Rocky on a little remix joint, I think Cockiness didn't get his full shine either. Suck my cockiness, lick my.
Well, see, Rihanna had an issue back in the day where she just wasn't. Her music, she let her music sell itself. Like, she was at a point where she was that artist where she didn't have to completely promote her music or to she didn't have to do what I think the Sierras had to do. Like, I kind of felt like she had songs and she made music and it just popped. Like We Found Love when it came out. It was. I feel like We Found Love was probably the
that
hit.
Was one of her best videos.
That's the hit of her. That's the hit of this album. Like this.
Yeah.
This song carried this album.
I think that's one of Rihanna's top hits in history.
It might be her top hit, but I don't know.
But the video that was one of her best fucking videos. That
it was so artistic in the concept. And
oh my fucking God! Who wrote that song? Hold on, let me look it up real quick. And then also the Dream wrote Birthday Cake, right?
But then she had Where Have You Been on it, and that was also another iconic visual.
And that was when she gave you a choreography.
She gave you a
bop. And I remember I saw her behind the scenes. She was like, I couldn't do the song without doing choreography in the video. I couldn't do it. She was like, I would be very upset if I couldn't do choreography with this video.
Yeah, she gave a choreography, and that's one thing I love about Rihanna because she's gonna try to give the fans what they want.
And I love how, like I said before in the last bonus episode, she does not like. I don't know if she does it now. I haven't noticed it ever since she said that. But she said, she does not like doing product placement in her videos, and I understand why because it looks kind of cheesy sometimes.
It's cheesy, and the brand that you're trying to sell is yourself. So why do product placement? No,
because they want somebody to fund the video.
No. Good night.
What else do you think about Talk That Talk?
At that point, she didn't need nobody on her video. So we talked about We talked about. We found the Where Have You Been was also another jam of mine. Talk That Talk itself was like, that was so lit to me. Come on now, give it to me, baby. I want it all now, give it to me, baby. Oh, the little breakdown. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Come on now, when there are some more, you know what? That song was so lit and laid back. Like, Rihanna just be so effortlessly just putting out hits. Like, it doesn't make sense. I like it, come on, let me. Birthday Cake, we all know that tease. Like, that was the shit.
Sweeter than your rice cake.
Cake.
Okay, so yeah, the dream had a hand, of course. Who else? Oh, Esther Dean. Esther Dean had a hand in Talk That Talk song, the title track. We Found Love. Calvin
do
Harris.
Your thing, do
Calvin
your thing.
Calvin Harris wrote We Found Love. Do you think what?
Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. That's my shit. I'm sorry.
What song is that?
Do your thing. You never heard that before?
It's not on here right now.
That is on Talk That Talk.
It's not on. It's probably on the.
What are you looking at?
It's probably on the bonus.
It's not a bonus song.
It's probably on the re-release jump. It's not on. It's not showing on Genius.
You tripping like Big Shoes.
Oh, I know a song. Oh. Okay.
So out of that album, like she had all like they're all gems.
Let's listen. This was the album when this is when she
Watch and Learn.
Oh, yo, this one.
I done something about the way you love me. That's my shit.
I like the way. I want the way you touch me. If you do it. She just already know. This was when her and Chris Brown had reconnected. Because they both did so Chris Brown did a remix to Birthday Cake, and that's when she did the whole remix to his song. What was the song that she did a remix to? When she was like, I love you, baby. Oh, turn up the music. Just up louder. The music.
When he was in that dance scene. Yeah, turn up the music. That's the thing, was literally called the music.
Yeah, so any other Talk That Talk gems you want to drop real quick? We're going to move on to the next album.
Hold up. I don't know what the fuck my phone just did.
Glitch boy.
My phone be glitching all damn day. Alright, so Talk to Talk was that shit. Alright, so after Talk That Talk came Unapologetic.
Alright now. Woo! Alright. So.
You want to go? You want me to go?
Okay, first, I'm gonna do a little, because I know
do
you.
Your little synopsis of the album.
Talk to Talk was when I guess like the end of the Talk to Talk era was when she got back with Chris Brown, and then on Unapologetic she was like,
and this literally came out the following year.
Yes. On Unapologetic, that's when she was public with the reconciliation with Chris Brown, and that was when of course Chris Brown was seen courtside sitting with Rihanna laughing and cackling and stuff, and Karrueche was at home like, what the fuck you just left to say he was gonna come back. Remember on Y'all, she was on Y'all and was like, he said he was gonna come back. Next thing you know, I was watching TV and he was courtside with Rihanna. That was fucked up, right?
That's shady as fuck.
It was.
I mean, when you love,
if you like I'm gonna be right back, and then you leave out the door, and then
I just think that.
Anyway, that was
because I was about to go way off topic.
So Unapologetic had Diamonds. That was when her and Sia was working together. Diamonds, fucking.
So I'm gonna just say the list, and then you talk about what you like.
Pour it up.
Fresh Out the Runway, Diamonds, Numb, Pour It Up, Love Song, Jump, Right Now, What Now, Stay, Nobody's Business, Love Without Tragedy.
What's Love Without Tragedy?
Get It Over With. No Love Allowed. No Love Allowed.
Oh my God,
that's my shit.
This album came out when
No Love Allowed was so underrated.
No Love, yeah.
That was so underrated.
Yeah.
That should have been like a number one hit song.
This album came out when I was in college, and I bumped that joint every fucking day. That's when I was like, Rihanna, you a bad motherfucker. You a bad motherfucker. That
album was it was hard not to keep
you
playing
a bad,
that album.
And then the dream is a bad motherfucker too, because that the dream is all over that motherfucker.
She did a jump. If you want it,
let's do it. Right, she sampled Genuine, and she sampled Michael Jackson with that Chris Brown collab. No Love Allowed. No, my bad. Ain't nobody business. Ain't nobody business, man. And that's
this album was so cohesive. She did
so many bomb ass live performances on this album as well. Diamonds was a good ass performance.
This was her first album to go to number one.
This was her seventh album.
This was her first number one album.
This was her seventh album, and she did the whole little 777 mini tour thing she did. Remember with the 777?
Yeah, she did the 777
And I think
tour.
this was the album. I don't know if it was this one or Talk That Talk. When she had that little brief fashion runway show she had on the Fashion Network. She had a show about
to Rock.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She had 2 seasons of it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they was like, yeah, Rihanna, you
now
a bad
that was
motherfucker.
pushing this album. Then she had her campaign with Budweiser. She had several things going on. She had River Island was going on. That's when she started dabbling into the fashion. Okay. She had the River Island. That's when she had the shaved side with the thing going on. That was during her Diamond World Tour era, though, and that's when she was getting a lot of her backlash during her performances because the thing was that she was showing up late, she was showing up drunk, she was showing up high, and people can tell.
Do you think it was because of the Chris Brown breakup or something, or what?
It could have been. I think she was just going through a lot of shit, and they were just pushing her. It was the engine behind her, and the engine was like,
what was the album?
We need the
What was
money
the
back.
album what was the album around the time when she was on? Remember she was on Oprah. She was on Oprah. Remember
that was Unapologetic.
Oprah? It was?
Yeah.
And that's when she was...
Unapologetic era lasted for a while, so
okay.
I feel like Unapologetic dragged out, and I felt like what happened was she was still in that stage where it was back and forth with Chris. It was fucking her up. It took a lot out of her to even get on a stage, and some of the shows I even think she canceled. And like she said, I'm able to cancel.
But it wasn't...
cancel concerts, but at least I'm able to cancel.
What's Love Without Tragedy? Was that on this album, or was it? That was when her grandmother. That's when her grandmother died. Her grandmother.
Love Without Tragedy was
that's when her grandmother died as well.
Red lipstick, rose petals, heartbreak.
And then also, on a brief lighter note, Poured Up was on the album as well. Yeah. And I remember Chris Brown saying, like, look, because that was when Chris Brown was, Chris Brown would be with her sometimes in the studio and shit. And I remember Chris Brown saying, like, Chris Brown was like, look, if you don't take this song, I'm taking it. So you better take this fucking song. Poured Up, when they heard Poured Up, because she wasn't sure. It was another Rihanna. It was going to be a Rihanna
I thought she was sure because they said
she wasn't sure. No, Chris Brown was said, if you ain't gonna take this, she said you ain't take this, I'm taking it. Chris Brown was like, I will take the song. Sure? No, Chris Brown said, if you don't take the song, I'm taking the song.
Cause I heard that she when Juicy J dropped Bands and Make Her Dance.
She wanted a song like that. She heard it and she wanted a song like that. But she wasn't sure on Poured Up though. Because Chris Brown said, if you don't take this, I'm taking this.
That Poured Up ended up being a gem, but I mean they played Poured Up out. Oh my god, like Poured Up got played out. Money. Yeah, I was young and shit, didn't know shit about turning up. Was out there drinking Amsterdam. Ooh, the worst thing to drink ever, y'all.
Ooh, God. But, I had a lot of Amsterdam in college.
Ooh, girl.
And Smirnoff nasty ass
all the
shit.
Flavors. Yeah, so Unapologetic had some, it had gems.
Diamonds was really good for me.
Diamonds, what's his name on it?
She sung the shit out of Diamonds. Lasana.
Eminem. Eminem was in there. I love Eminem and Rihanna's relationship.
Oh, I fucking love that collaboration.
I love their relationship.
Drywall, remember Drywall?
I feel like they just understand each other, and they just have this relationship where they understand each other.
Sonically, they sound great. They went on a little tour together. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And she sung the little part. She sung the little.
Diamonds was the gem of this album, I would say.
You said what? She sung that song on the tour with him. My window. And I can see it all.
She did that, and she also covered airplanes and
like shooting stars.
And she sounded so good, and I was like, oh my god, I need a Rihanna version of this song. I need a Rihanna version of that song. If I can get a Rihanna version of that song, I would die.
I have an Eminem gem to give you real quick about Rihanna in a second. Let me know when you're done with this. I got a little gem to drop with you. You probably, I'm about to, but
I know you're not talking about.
Don't. Go ahead, finish it.
So, okay, let's see what else I want to say. So Diamonds. So Diamonds carried this album. Once again, Unapologetic was one of her highest. I want to say it's her highest selling album, but it might not be. I don't know now because from the time that I checked the stats last time to now, it might be different. I don't know what's sold more now, but all of her albums, I know most. I think all of her albums are platinum. I think all of them are platinum, or besides one.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know, but she. Like, Diamonds carried this album. Sia wrote that song for her. I thought it was a genius-ass song. When I first heard it, I fell in love with it from the beginning.
I think, because in the cover art, when she was rolling the blunt full of diamonds.
I was like, this song is so fucking good.
That story right there, I think it was between, it was another Rihanna, because they be like, look, Rihanna, here's a platter of sushis. What sushi do you want? Yeah, but it was when...
And she picks what she thinks is going to be the hit. Exactly. And the fact that she's involved in, like, her songs and the fact that every song is a gem, she has a mind.
They wanted to. It was between. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it was between Diamonds and Chandelier. It was between. Remember that song? I'm gonna swing from the chandelier.
Oh hell no!
It was between that song and Chandelier.
And I think she didn't pick it. Yeah. Even though Chandelier was still a good.
And then she was like, all right, cool. I'll take this song.
And she still made it a hit though. Boom. And Chandelier. Ooh, they was singing Chandelier out. I just couldn't do it, but. Once again, I'm gonna wrap up Unapologetic. I think it was one of her most, also like as on at the same time as Rated R.
Remember the Victoria's Secret fashion show performance?
No, when she did Fresh Out the Runway, she slayed that shit. But there was so much drama around the Unapologetic area as well. You know what I'm saying?
With the Chris Brown.
Because with the Loud era, it was kind of like
it was a happy.
That was not. There wasn't too much going on. There was too much drama going on. She was kind of sort of like veering off with Drake, and of course the media ran with that, and they made their own accusations and stipulations on that. But she came out with Unapologetic, where it was just like, damn, she may have relapsed into that Chris Brown world, and it was like, oh, what's going on now? And this was just like an era that I just felt...
Oprah's Next Class interview, and... This
was the era for me that I was... And you can tell with the interview that she was very upset, and she was still hurt, and she was still in love with him. Even on some of her tour performances, she cried, and... You know, and people can see and tell when she was singing that she was hurt. And I was hurt with her, and that's when I realized, like, I'm really a Navy, because if I'm feeling the same pain you're feeling from something that didn't really physically happen to me, that's when I know that I'm really standing really hard for this person. And that's when I started really following her. So anyways, we're going to wrap up Unapologetic and let you say what you had to say about Eminem and Rihanna.
So remember when you saw, I love... The sound is really.
I'm waiting.
The sound is really. I know. You know what I'm gonna say. So first, I want to start off with Rihanna and Eminem are a magical duo.
So magical.
Monster. What was that song with the domestic violence? What was the song around her? It was around her Loud era. She had the red hair. Love the Way That You Lied, Part 1 and 2. Fucking Numb. But speaking of Monster, it was around the time when BB Rexa wrote the song Monster. No, there was a yoo-hoo.
Oh no, wait, what song was that? No, that was sorry. That was Baby. This is what you came for.
Lightning shines every time.
They said it was Taylor Swift. I was like, that's not no motherfucking Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift had a hand in writing it. She had a hand in writing it, but bitch, like, why you wait till Rihanna's song to say that she wrote it, bitch? Fuck her.
Right.
Anyway, so yeah, BB Rexa. I do like.
You write for her because you know she's gonna sell it.
Anyways, right. And fuck Taylor Swift. Anyway, I got this. Oh God. Anyway, she's.
I don't understand.
Oh, I hate her. I just she's so manipulative. She's so manipulative, and she's just
they force feed her.
A demon. She's a demon. Anyway, so like I was saying, I love BB Rexa. I love her tone. She has a nice, distinctive voice for me. But there was a little bit of I know you don't. There was a little. I know you don't. There was a little. There was wait. There's a little bit of a drama surrounding the Monster song because BB Rexa wrote it, and they took the song and they wanted they gave something to Eminem. She was fine with it at first.
They let
Rihanna sing the hook that BB Rexa wrote, and they also kept in BB Rexa's background vocals, and they also kept in the yoo-hoo, woo-hoo. That's BB Rexa's vocal. No, it's not. That's BB Rexa's
I don't believe it.
That BB Rexa's vocal that's still in the track, and then she was mad because she threw a little bit of Rihanna shade because she was like, "Damn, like they kept my fucking vocal, and I'm mad they did that." And then also, people didn't really know it was her vocal at first. So when she wasn't a star yet when that song came out, but when she was doing music and stuff, and when she was starting to evolve, people would be like, hey, you. People would be like, "Hey, you sound like stop. Wait, stop. Come on, stop."
No, I don't believe it.
No, it's her. No. Wait.
Okay,
no, fact. No, I know Rihanna's your bitch. I know, but be fair. Lasana. Be fair.
They must have had Rihanna sing over because I can still hear Rihanna. I can still hear Rihanna on that part.
Let me finish. Cut it off real quick. I'm about to say something. She wrote shit right now. So basically, they kept in the
and that's Rihanna.
No, it's not. That BB did. They kept in BB's background vocals, and they mixed in Rihanna's vocals, and they kept BB's. They kept in. That's the yoo-hoo is all BB, not Rihanna at all. BB was upset about that because she was like, yeah, and then she threw shade at Rihanna. Was like, yeah, Rihanna ain't hit that high note like that. That was me. They kept my vocal in. They did.
BB can't even sing.
Did. Yes, she can. But listen to me.
Okay, well,
I'm about to pull it up.
BB live vocal.
I'm gonna pull it up. But that's fine. That's fine and dandy, Lasana.
I want to hear BB live vocal right now.
At the end of the day, Lasana, that was BB's voice. I love Rihanna too. I get it. But that was BB right here. Hold on.
All right, let me let you play what you're playing.
Hold on, because she's throwing shit on right here.
I heard that. I seen that.
Okay.
You don't have to play that.
Okay.
Like how soon was it that you realized, My mom called me.
Oh my God, you're hearing your voice on the radio.
My mom called me. My mom was like, what? That is not what the, well, that's not then. Like some of the words, you know how you comp some of the words?
Sounds like you.
Well, yeah, because, you know how it goes. Like sometimes like, you know, you get demonitis and you want to stick to some of the things. But I knew the second they asked me for my vocals, my background vocals, I was like, no, please don't. I was begging my manager at the time, please don't give me my background vocals because I know that whoever's singing this is not going to be able to do, no. Right. So people were like, wow, you sound like Rihanna. I was like,
oh, wow.
And she was mad about that. She was mad. And she was mad about that because she's like, I sound like Rihanna. No, that was me. That's something that was all me. That wasn't Rihanna, and that's fine because they fucking J-Lo gets her vocals mixed in with other bitches. It's whatever.
It's just it's just disheartening when you have to like say, "Damn, touche." Like that is her. She just definitely proved it in that video. But I just feel like okay, so you give her your background vocal, but I was at the same give Rihanna her 10s.
But wait, let me look because she did give her a 10. She did. Hold on.
So when you heard your voice on the radio, or was
I
it
was
every
sad.
time? Yeah.
I was really sad.
Now, if you listen to the original recording of the song, you can definitely hear BB Rexha's voice being played in the background.
That's not fair.
Maybe I don't like BB's. Oh, that was like the ballad.
And Rihanna's lip syncing it. Listen.
This doesn't mean Rihanna isn't a good singer. In fact, I think Rihanna can sing better than BB, to be honest.
Ooh, it's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. Cause I got me for life.
People love bringing up Level in the Brain when it comes to Rihanna's vocals, but that's one of her better like vocal performances. People love bringing up Level in the Brain.
And that's the other thing that killed me.
I'm gonna give BB give her a song real quick.
However, Rihanna is a natural alto. She doesn't hit high notes often. In fact, she only hit it like maybe a few times.
That was she free. Yeah. See, look at the face. All right.
But for the most part, she can carry a tune. But I could see where BB is a little bit frustrated about it. However, BB did say some nice things about Rihanna. So listen to this.
Nobody really, you look at a Rihanna or you look at somebody and you're like, Rihanna. But fucking go all the way back to when that girl came out with, hey, Mr. DJ, some pop W play, Mr. DJ, wonder, don't know, remember that with her with her Forever 21 outfit or something like that? Remember that?
I like that.
And then now she's wearing Balenciaga in more than our cars are worth. You know what I mean? She looks like she's a bad bitch. I love her. So it's like, you don't look at that stuff, but you don't look at all the song that came after that failed, and then you don't know the story that she had to.
She did not carry her. She was saying what she's saying was she was frustrated that people didn't know that was her singing the yoo-hoo. If you wrote a song,
I understand. I understand. But she still gave her a 10.
They kept her vocal in.
She kept it politically correct.
Right.
She kept it the way she should have kept it.
Be fair and be fair.
Because she already knew. Because if she had shady Rihanna, she would have been out of business. You got me fucked up. I don't give a fuck if it was your vocal on my song or not. You got me fucked up. She would have been out of business. But BB Rexa, I don't know. It's not even that she did that to Rihanna that I don't like. I just don't like her. I just can't get into. I don't get into her.
She has good music though.
Maybe it's because I can't get into her.
She has good music.
Not to me.
This is my last hurrah. No, no, no.
I heard that was like one of her greatest songs too.
Is that one? Is that one? It's some other song about her being like a psycho or something.
I don't know. She's just a white girl with a big butt that I feel like she's just exploited. But yeah. Moving along. So that's how you do. Moving along.
That's not how I do.
Hitting one of your notes.
That's not what I do.
You did moving along. So that was Unapologetic, right? We wrapped that up, right? Did you have any more reservations about that album, or
that was a good album?
It was great, right? So let's go to Anti.
That's not fair. Anti, bitch.
You silly as fuck.
Anti was the pivotal moment for her as well. Anti. So wait, first off, before you start, why do you think that she named it Anti? Give your brief outlook on that.
Because
why do you
Rihanna has always been anti to public norms.
Oh,
she's been anti.
I'm talking about for this album. Why she named this album Anti?
That's like I said, she's always been anti to a lot of societies. She pushes the envelope. Rihanna pushes the envelope. She breaks rules. Whether it has to do with fashion, whether it has to do with lifestyle, whether it has to do whatever. I feel like she's one of the artists that pushes envelopes and does whatever the fuck she wants, and she does it so effortlessly, and it's just considered genius.
I remember her saying
she's one of the very few celebrities that can do what the fuck she wants. She can walk outside in a fucking nightie with a blazer on and a wine glass in her hand, and it's gonna already automatically be genius. It's gonna be like the best fashion forward thing. Like, I don't know. She just has it. I don't know how to explain it.
So I remember her saying,
explain it.
I remember her saying,
explain having it. Like
for anti, I remember her saying that she named it anti because this was one of this is what I think. This is what I believe. I believe Anti is one of her most experimental albums. I remember her saying that she named the album Anti. She was like, this is going to be called Anti because I want to do what I want to do. I want to sing the songs that I want to sing. I want to try new shit. And she did, and I like I said,
it was so different from what we ever heard from her.
Yes, and she does a great job with her team as well. Because for this album, I think Travis Scott executive produced it. I believe there's songs on this album that are written by
Scott and Kanye.
Kanye, yes.
Was it Kanye?
No, Kanye was supposed to do it at first.
No,
Kanye
was supposed to do it,
but he had to back out because
you remember there was supposed to be like a big thing with them going on.
Yeah, But he had to back out. Because
remember she kept making all them filler songs before she dropped Anti because she made. Before, in between Unapologetic and Anti, she put out 4 or 5 seconds.
Oh,
and Bitch Better Have My Money.
Yes.
And I think Nothing Is Promised. Yeah, she put out Nothing Is Promised in between too.
Yeah, so Bitch Better Have My Money. Fun fact about that. I don't know the girl that wrote the song, but her name is Bibi Borelli, and I know people that know her. She went to a high school named called Blake in Montgomery County, and I went to community college at Montgomery College before I went to Towson, and I met a lot of people that were in the Montgomery County area, and people knew her. They went to high school with Bibi Borelli, and then she wrote this song for Rihanna, and now she's living her dream. Anyway, fun fact. Anyway, but yeah. But yeah, this was her experimental album. You said that, so yeah, it was filler song. That didn't make the album.
They didn't make, because remember people were speculating like, oh, she's just experimenting to see if we're gonna whatever sound we're gonna bite onto next. I don't think that she knows what she wants to do. Oh, she thinks she's gonna flop, so she just put it out to see who's gonna buy on. There was a lot of people saying that. A lot of shit, like every time when she put out Bitch Her Money, everybody was fucking saying, ooh, what is this? Like, this is, ooh, nobody gonna like this. Like, Bitch Better Have My Money was still a fucking banger. Like, everybody was fucking playing Bitch Better Have My Bitch Better Have My, like,
y'all should know me.
That was my shit.
Yeah, the girl Bibi Brother, she wrote that shit.
That shit was so lit.
The part where she was like, turn up to Rihanna. That was Bibi really saying like, I'm gonna turn up to Rihanna. But then Rihanna was like, oh, let me. Okay.
Then she came out with 4 or 5 seconds. When 4 or 5 seconds first dropped, I wasn't really in love with it.
It was a new thing. She was trying it.
But then I was like, bitch, how the fuck you make folklore? I couldn't think
with the Beatle. That's iconic. She made a song with a Beatle.
It was so lit because now today, if I heard her performing that, I would be lit.
4 or 5 seconds. I don't know why I get this song mixed up with when I sing the song, I know the song, but remember the Joe Bro song, I'm burning up for you. I don't know why I want to sing it with that song. But yeah.
But anyways, that was the interim before Anti.
Yeah.
Then Anti, of course, with the title situation going on. I remember being...
It leaked accidentally.
I was leaving work.
It leaked, and I
remember...
I got that link real quick.
No, I didn't get the link. I came in after all the mess that happened.
I got the link.
So, I remember coming in and seeing all of the headlines like, oh, Anti-leaked and this and that. By the time I got to the news, it was already down. Whatever happened was already down.
It was that night. I downloaded it at 1
in
the morning.
Fuck, everything's already down. But then I thought to myself, I said, damn, well, everything's probably going to be on YouTube anyways. So let me go to YouTube. Went to YouTube, I didn't see nothing. So I was like, fuck, maybe they didn't get a chance to download it. Maybe they cut it, whatever, boo boo. Because prior to the Anti being leaked, I already had heard Work because Work debuted on like some
the radio
UK something. I was at home. I remember I was all prepared for it because I remember her posting it. I said, okay, Work gonna debut on this little whatever. So it debuted, and I heard it, and I had my reservations about it. And
I loved it instantly because I remember I was driving.
I loved it, but I just knew people wasn't going to understand it.
I was in college in Baltimore, and I was driving on the highway, and I would drive. It was when so my last semester of college, I moved a little further away from Towson, so I was living in the Owens Mills area, and I had to drive like a long distance. That wasn't that long, but it was like maybe like a 25-minute drive to class, and I would listen to the radio and shit when I was driving. Then I was driving. Then Work came on. I was like, oh shit, work. I was like, oh shit. I loved it instantly.
Jamie, it is looking. Let me looking.
And I
I love that song, and I mean till today when I hear it, when they come on in the club, when they come on in the car, wherever I hear it at, I'll be like, I already be bent over.
You see me
that song was so genius. That song stayed at number one for 9 weeks.
And that was written by Party Next Door.
And it stayed at number one for 9 weeks. As much as people's like, oh, well, you can't hear what she's saying. And
they so damn dumb, and that's why people are so dumb and uncultured. People need to read books because half these black motherfuckers, y'all probably got some damn Jamaican or Barbadian or fucking Trinidadian roots. Y'all don't fucking know.
What did she say? You can't even hear what she's saying.
Can.
She's not pronouncing.
See me happy work. See me do me dirt. So my powder work.
But for a song that nobody could understand, that stayed at number one for 9 weeks, then somebody understood.
Okay. Thank you. People are so damn uncultured.
Even other celebrities were pushing the song. Like everyone was pushing it.
People were covering the damn song.
Yeah. So
fuck out of here. And that was Work.
Work was a song that carried that album.
Okay.
Then its sister song, Love on the Brain.
Okay, so
then you had Needed Me.
Okay, yes.
That I also felt like was
and
an
that
iconic
was
song
that was
album.
written by a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
Needed Me.
Yeah, there's a lot of writers on here. That's fine. And then what was it? Love on the Brain. Who wrote that? Fred Bald and Joseph Angel. So and then Consideration was a good one because that was more of like a SZA sound because SZA wrote that joint.
Consideration was like the greatest intro to an album I've ever heard.
I know you tried to.
And then I did the fortune. Going on back and again, on back to me. Back to me. I got to do things my own way, darling. You just let me go. I'm sorry, y'all, I can't sing, but this is funny because didn't SZA have a little bit of a tiff with her on Twitter? And I was. You don't want to say that. Why you not saying about that? You know what? I watched it on Impressive. Shout out to Impressive on YouTube. I want to meet that lady, whoever's in behind the scenes doing them damn. She don't have to show her face. All that shade she be throwing on them damn Impressive ass videos. Well, her failed career came to like, bitch. How do you judge somebody's career? Who gave you the fucking keys? She be just don't get me wrong, her videos be good as shit because she knows her shit. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like, damn, like I wouldn't show my face either because bitch, you're talking about stuff. Oh, this bitch failed. Her career was a failed career because I wouldn't show my face either. I would probably even make the video because they fucking track IP addresses and shit too. They can track us right now. They probably tracking us right now as we speak.
But guess what?
So if I don't end up on any of these podcasts after a month from now, and I end up getting shot randomly or some shit, y'all know what the fuck happened.
And probably from the Beehive, Jules will come and get you. Jules will probably come and press a button. She will click a button.
Beyonce's like, no, we need them shot because they mixing the pot and I'm too old for this shit right now. I got twins to raise. I'm 42 years old in reality and
shut up. Look what you're doing. Look what you're doing.
Cause I don't believe that bitch. She 40.
No, she not. I think she probably younger than that.
That
she was lying.
40.
But no, cause her and Jay-Z. Side note, y'all. I'm sorry, but her and Jay-Z was
side note.
Her and Jay-Z was messing around when she was in Destiny Child when she was young. That's why she was lying about her age in Destiny Child. I feel like. I think she was, because her and Jay-Z was messing around with each other with Destiny Child, like the little bugaboo around bugaboo time. Sorry, y'all.
You remember that?
Stop.
That's what you posted.
Huh?
You posted that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, what? That was on Smart Guy too. I remember that was a Smart Guy episode. Yup. Yeah.
And then girl back. I was like, yeah, I was gagging like shit when you posted that shit. I was like, oh my gosh, she's stupid as shit.
Because fuck that motherfucker with no damn profile picture. Saying he was going, y'all was going in with them paragraphs. Y'all was writing paragraph after paragraph.
Yeah, because
I hate that when they love bringing up Taylor Swift about the white.
Why is she the only white girl that people bring up?
Because she's the only white bitch
that's doing something. But she's okay. She's making subpar sales. I give her that. She's okay. She might be the number, but she's the only
Ariana.
What other white bitch is there?
Ariana.
She's still average. She's not doing Rihanna and Beyonce numbers as far as sales and records. Maybe because she's newer, I can't really compare her. You can't compare her. First of all, that's the other thing too. I said too, because people also be like Rihanna and Beyonce. So you can't compare Rihanna and Beyonce because first of all, Beyonce's been out way before Rihanna. Beyonce started at a very well. They probably kind of sort of started around the same age, but they're not the same age.
Beyonce was on Star Search at fucking 8 years old.
Right. Beyonce's got 6 or 7 years on Rihanna, so you can't compare them. You got to compare Beyonce to somebody that she debuted with, even when she was in the group. You got to compare it to people that debuted during that time. You can't compare her to Rihanna, who debuted a whole 7 or 8 years after her. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. But for somebody who debuted 7 or 8 years after her and sitting on 600 million when Beyonce's sitting on 4, it's like.
This is why the Beehive is gonna find you. You look at your profile private. First
no,
off,
but I don't want to. No, ain't no first off nothing. I don't want to.
But wait. We're talking about y'all. So if y'all don't know, we posted. I posted a clip of last week's episode called. It's from episode 19. Called It's Above Me Now. And we talked about Sierra's career, and someone was upset commenting and shit, talking about you're hating on Sierra and blah blah blah, and they try to come at us in the comments. We weren't having it, and we didn't like that. And they love to bring up the Taylor Swifts and shit. It's just, I don't know. It's just inaccurate as fuck, But what were we saying? Did you want to talk about this shit again, or back to Rihanna?
Rihanna. I'm
getting flustered.
I got flustered just thinking about what the hell I was
but speaking of the pettiness though, impressive. She brought up a couple of little It was more than one Sierra beef incident with Rihanna. It was a couple of Sierra beef incidents with Rihanna.
Was it really? I don't know about one. She just be making up shit.
No, she don't. She just want to make shit up for her. No, she be having clips though. She be having little clips. So she be having nice little clips.
Love me for me. It's
the way it for me.
Well, I was listening to that yesterday. Turn it up though. I was like, it's terrible. I'm turning up to this. All right, so Anti, we're gonna wrap it up. Higher. It gave me like an Amy Winehouse vibe, so I really fell in love with that song. Love on the Brain was just amazing. I don't even know.
Listen to me. They love this. I guess this is Rihanna's most vocally vocally performed vocal performance.
You can tell she put her.
But every time I don't know what it is about that song, but every time she performs it, she does a really good job with performing it.
She does a really good job with Love on the Brain, and I feel like Love on the Brain once again is one of those songs that are tied to whatever her inner feelings are about, certain situation. Maybe it might still have been that situation around the time. Now she's moved on, because I really feel like all the way up to her Anti-era, I really still felt like there was something there with the Chris Brown thing.
Yeah, because that was her. So, she even said on Oprah, she's like, that was my.
She Chris Brown Love was my on the Brain. If you listen to the words of the song, she's pretty much saying like, I keep coming back to you. Yeah. And you just keep fucking like. What is it worth? Like you keep what's the words? You throw me against the wall or whatever she said. On the
Oprah interview on the Oprah and I can't get enough. Must be love on the brain.
She got love on the brain. She said, I got love on the brain. I keep coming back to you, but you keep throwing me against the wall. Fucking me over.
Literal, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
And it could be literally or figuratively.
Stop it.
I don't know.
But
she like it like that. So I wouldn't put it past her.
I remember on Oprah's interview, she was saying like, Chris Brown was my first big love.
Mm-hmm.
Because they was messing around with each other. They was messing around with each other in the Pon de Replay days. That's when they first met. And then when Umbrella came out, he let her come out on. Remember his that was his big VMA. Remember his big VMA performance.
Yeah, he was the star. He was the more prominent star.
Yeah, and he brought her out during
the performance. She was still during that era where it was like, okay, we don't know if she's really gonna be this girl or that girl. Yeah. And he brought her out to do that.
The Umbrella joint. And
he was performing first, and then there was a scene, and I remember seeing her. Yeah, she had on like this black thing,
leotard thing with the hat. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
It was his VMA performance, and he brought her out during little taste of it.
And she came up with
left Umbrella.
You had my heart,
and it never be heard wrong. Baby in magazines, will still be my style. Because when it yeah.
And it was just from then on, they just built their legacy, and it just.
They were going to be a power.
Quickly,
but they were because they were so young and rich. They're young. They're under 21, and they're young as fuck, and they're rich as fuck.
Yeah.
They have unlimited money, unlimited cars, unlimited.
I'm sorry, but from a West Indian perspective, the worst thing to do is to have all that money and just have all that money and be idle. They said the worst thing ever is to have an idea and just be idle and have money, because it's for me like, okay, so for an average person who just makes, they live and check to check, and they're gonna make sure they do this and make sure they do that, make sure they do this so they can be comfortable. They're thinking smart. They're thinking, logically, like, this is what I gotta do to make sure that I live comfortably. For somebody who has millions of dollars sitting in the bank and they can do whatever they want at any fucking time, it's different for them, because it's like, I can do whatever I want. So at this point, you done did so much that I just feel like people that with money, they just don't fucking know what to do with it or do with themselves. Like, some people can control, probably can control it.
Speaking of money, it was I didn't look into it too much, but I guess in 2009 it was some bankruptcy thing going on with her.
Yeah, so Rihanna's accountants fucked her over. Like, they fucking basically fucked her over. And that was the fuel behind the song "Bitch Better Have My Money."
Oh,
and if you actually
that's why she wanted to take it. Take the song.
And if you actually looked thoroughly at that music video, you will see the signs in the music video of where it said it had accountant, and then it showed you where what they did with the money. They blew that money.
So they basically stole from her.
They basically stole from her. They blew that money, and when she was asking for money, they was like squinching their face up, like they fucked her over.
Did she have to file? Did she actually file?
She made the song "Bitch Better Have My Money."
No, she didn't make it. She took the song and
whatever. She took the song, whatever.
What I'm saying is, did she actually file for bankruptcy, or was she about to?
I don't think she ever filed. I'm not 100% sure that she filed, but all I know is that a bitch cleaned that shit up real good. And once again, took an opportunity of a bad situation and made it a good one. Because that song, "Bitch Better Have My Money," it's one of Rihanna's I'm not gonna say most iconic songs.
It's up there.
It's up there with one of the iconic songs, because we all gonna remember her for "Bitch Better Have My Money."
Umbrella.
Bitch better have my money.
That Umbrella. What else? I don't know. A lot.
If you look at the music video, you see a lot of what, what they showed, what the couple did, in the beginning of the video, they showed the wife, I guess, of the accountant guy that was her accountant, or I guess they were both her accountants, and you saw her dressed up in her, like, lavish lifestyle, because I guess they were probably eating off of Rihanna's tab. And they were, like, in their little hotel room.
I remember Rihanna was naked, covered in blood.
She goes into the elevator, and then Rihanna comes up, and she, like, puts the girl in the thing, and they take her to the warehouse, and they got her dangling from the rope, and then it just became, like, this kind of, like, oh, I need my fucking money, or I'm going to fucking off your wife. Like, I need my money right now. And that's what it turned into in the music video. And it wasn't... It's not until it dawned on me, like, this is so genius, because she's showing, like, basically what she would have done or maybe have done, I don't know, to these people that took her money. So it was just like, it was genius. It was like, how it's genius. take a bad situation as an artist and make it art and make it
what
a
was
thing.
that? I remember she was like naked, laying down, covered
You
in
remember
blood.
because she was in the chest at the end of the movie, laying down with blood,
Is it like Jesus? Like she's a sacrifice or some shit? I don't know.
I don't think she thinks she's Jesus. She's a sacrifice. She sacrificed the motherfucker that took her money. So she finally got it, and that was her at the end, smoking her blunt, bloody as shit, sitting on top of her money. Like, I got my money now. Like, it took this to get it, but I got my money. So that to me was genius. It was kind of cynical, and I just like, it's just like Rihanna's just like she has layers. I think that's what a lot of people like about her. Yeah. She's relatable. She has layers. Yeah. She has this thing where it's just like, oh my god, like what is she doing?
I really want to meet her one day. I want to interview her one day.
I hope
one day I get to sit down and just talk to this pretty bitch. This pretty smart, intelligent, fucking this bad bitch in the industry. I hope one day I get to sit down and talk to her.
So let's wrap up Anti.
Okay.
Like I said, it was a great album. I love it. Like, I play this album like every day.
I think it was a really healthy album for her artistry. I think every artist needs to have that experimental project for authentic growth.
It was very experimental.
The cover art was amazing. I think it was I forgot the artist's name. Sorry, but an actual artist like actually painted that cover art, and she showed it. She had a whole cover art reveal. She had a whole cover art reveal for that album before the album came out. But after Anti, she, of course, we all know the makeup industry, the fashion industry, all of these nice things. Do you have, the only thing that we know about the next Rihanna album, so we don't know when it's coming out, but we do know that it's going to be a reggae album. But what are your predictions in regards to the album? We know it's reggae, but do you think there's going to be features on it? And do you think that it's going to be, like, what are your predictions about the album?
So before we do that, I'm sorry, I hate to dabble back of dabbling, but we wrapped up albums, so we are talking about the journey to Rihanna's, now Forbes, being
okay, yeah, you wanted to talk about that. Yes,
so I just wanted to wrap up the fact that her albums did very well, so that is included in why she is now considered one of the most successful musicians, because she sold a lot of records and albums. So into the album that's supposed to be coming out, I'm very amped. I'm very excited. I don't know how she's gonna drop it. I know it's not completely done, even though The Dream has hinted that it has been done through interviews.
She may be tweaking it or something.
I feel like there's tweaking that's being done, and like Rihanna always says, I don't like to drop a body of music until I feel like it's complete. And she may have went back to the drawing board. Like I said, there's one interview where they said she went, and there's this artist, I think she's from Jamaica, named Toast. She made a song, Coffee. She made a song called Toast, and Rihanna was at a party in London, and she heard the song. And she was like, oh my God, this shit is lit. I needed to figure out who this is. And she actually decided that she wanted her to write a song for her. And I guess Coffee took the challenge. So I'm really amped to see what this album is going to sound like. Have her in the video with her.
Ooh, that'd be lit as fuck.
That'd be lit shit.
Maybe Rihanna.
But she actually said in her last interview off of this last shoot that even if she doesn't do any music video, she just wants to drop the album. Because she's probably pregnant. So I think she's already letting us know ahead of time, like, there might not be any videos for this.
She might be pregnant.
I don't know. I'm not giving her pregnant.
You gave her pregnant last episode.
Well, she did shoot with smoking a blunt, so...
It could be a fucking fake ass thing, and the shoe. You don't know what that shoe could. People take.
Why would she do that?
People take magazine. People. Okay, so people take magazine shoots way ahead of time. It's not like she took it up the day before the release. People do these editorial things way ahead of time. Way ahead of time. It's all these things are scheduled. So she could be pregnant now and did that shoot fucking 6 months ago. But I'm just kidding on the pregnancy thing. I don't know if she's pregnant, but I just really want the album. And I think that I'm not mad at the whole reggae thing at all, because it's, like I said, it's going to be authentic. It's going to be very authentic.
I'm ready for her to go back to her roots. I mean, she does the pop thing so well.
She does, but what you said before with the whole layers thing, I love that you said that, because that is true. Because she's not just music. She's an entrepreneur. She's a businesswoman. She's into fashion. She's an artist. She's conceptual. She's just all of these things that I love in entertainers today. I love people with layers, because I feel like I feel like I have layers. I like to do other shit. So people, if I can draw from people, and she's very inspiring. I like her a lot. I think Rihanna, she's really important. She's very important. Not only because she's a black woman, but she's very important to women, to everyone. Just everyone wanting to be something. Everyone wanting to be self-made. I think Rihanna is.
It doesn't matter if you're male, female, disabled, black, white, Asian.
That's what I'm saying. Rihanna is the true. She's one of the people that is the true definition of self-made. She's very inspiring. I think that Rihanna is very important to the culture right now. Not to be cliche, but
she
Rihanna
has to be
is
protected
very
at all
important.
costs.
Rihanna
so
is
when
very
people try
important.
to break her down and say, "Oh, no, she needs to be protected at all costs," because she's a woman of color that is so inspirational and just so like strong and just been through so much in her life and still able to bounce back.
And again, she found so much success in the
No, you said it right the first time.
Success in the States, and she's not even from the fucking States.
And she's not even from the States.
She's international.
Imagine this.
She's internationally successful.
This. Coming from the left side of an island, as she said, dominating the U.S., dominating the whole world, dominating the music scene, dominating
the
makeup,
fashion scene, the makeup, the hair,
dominating, trying to infiltrate the film. I don't want to say that sounded so shady.
It's not shady. It's honest. Be honest.
Dabbling to film, which and like I said, practice makes perfect. Who knows? She might come out with a role that, and I feel like she's done really. I think she did really well with Guava Island. I think she did a great job with Ocean's 8.
I heard she wasn't even in the Ocean's 8.
The fact that they're
she was in there for a cute little.
She was in the movie.
Somebody said that she was in the cute.
No, they always say that when other artists when musicians act in movies. No, she was in the movie, just like Beyonce was in Cadillac Records.
She was in the movie, but I'm saying like they said that I didn't see it.
No,
she
had more than just a 20-minute role. She was in the movie. So, like I said, I feel like, because people always say, "Oh, she only had 2 minutes. She only spoke for 20 seconds." That's because your subconscious wants more from her, and she's going to give you as much as she wants to allow. But like I said, they invested in her because if she's in the movie, that was an investment. So, at the end of the day, Rihanna has dominated more than one industry, not just one. Because I could name a couple of artists that has tried to dabble in several industries and they failed miserably. Even though it's still lucrative. Name it. No, because I don't want bees under my fucking page.
So you already said it.
I don't want fucking...
You already said it.
I don't want...
No, Beyonce, the thing is with Beyonce, stop it. The only thing with Beyonce is like, she's also very important. You can't say that she's not. She's also very important.
We gotta push.
But with the acting thing, it's just I can do without it, and it's fine. I can do without it. It's fine.
What did you think about Obsessed?
It was horrible, god awful. It was god awful. It just say
you want my man.
See, like the thing is, and they had so many great actors. Alba's a good actor. That white girl that played the
too many.
Bitch. No, it was too many. What?
For me, I feel like when a movie has too many good actors in it, it's like.
You think so?
I really think so.
What?
When movies have too many A-list actors,
the two main people, the Idris and the white crazy white bitch, they're good actors. But Beyonce,
no, there were several other good actors in that movie. That's what I'm saying. I can't
remember who else was it. Oh yeah, I guess. But yeah, like I just didn't. I think her performance in Obsessed wasn't. It wasn't. No.
It wasn't a win, but anyway, that's not what we're talking about. But
but we were. What I'm saying is like you said that it's people that fail miserably. I just think that I don't know. It gets a little bit too cliche. I don't think that Rihanna ever. The only time Rihanna played herself in a movie was Bring It On All or Nothing with Solange in it when she had remember the whole competition, the cheerleader competition.
I don't want to talk about Bring It On because it was so bad.
All or Nothing with Solange in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a straight to DVD movie, but Solange killed it. Don't come for Solange. I will scream. I will scream. Was bad. It wasn't that. You bad.
You will scream, but you can scream all you want.
It's fine. But no, but the thing is, it was a straight.
That album was trash. I said that album.
It wasn't true. It wasn't. It's a cult classic. What do you mean?
No, it wasn't. The only Bring On that was a classic was the first one.
The first one, yes, that also classic. But what I'm saying is that
Bring On All or Nothing.
The Solange one came out straight to DVD, so it was what you got. Like what the fuck? It didn't come out in theaters. I can see if it came out in theaters, but it came out straight to DVD.
It was terrible.
It was not terrible. It's everything. Anyway.
Who was the main character in that one?
Hayden Panettiere.
The white girl, right?
Yeah.
That movie was terrible.
It was not. Anyway, moving on. I brought it up because I wanted to say that Rihanna was the she only.
No, because I know you like Solange, but I'm not about to lie.
You don't have to lie.
That movie was.
I'm saying that I liked it. I told you that Rihanna was. I told you that Rihanna can't act. I don't think Rihanna can act that well. She needs work. She does. And she was Battleship. Come on now, cut it out. Battleship, cut it out. Exactly. Okay, you defend this like how I defend Solange.
Bring It On, All or Nothing was garbage.
It was not garbage. It was not garbage.
It was garbage.
It was not garbage. It was not garbage at all. It was not.
That movie was.
It
bad.
went straight to DVD, so I was fine with it. If it came out in theaters, I'll be mad.
Well, if it went straight to DVD, what does that typically mean? That it was garbage.
I expect. I expect DVD quality, which is fine. If it had came out in theaters and it was that, I would have been mad. No, it was no. Like, no.
So you expect DVD quality, and so did they. That's why they took it set to DVD. They said, "Fuck it, we not putting this."
Shabuya,
But the white girl wasn't
roll
in?
call. What the fuck? That movie was every fucking thing. What you mean?
Maybe I gotta watch it again.
You have to.
Now that I'm older, because when I watched it the first
time, and see how Rihanna did in the damn movie. So you would have fucking criticized.
I wasn't a Solange fan.
You would have fucking criticized shit. See how Rihanna did the fucking video.
She did her part. She came and said, "Oh, you can be in my music video if y'all want." She had on them bootleg cut jeans with that little crop top and the white look.
The bang. You know, I'm gonna put.
And then when they played the video at the end, I was like, "Oh,
this green screen shit! What the fuck? What the fuck? You know what? I'm gonna get a clip. I'm gonna get a clip and put it on the page. I got to.
Cause that shit was awful. I don't care if Rihanna was in it or not. I was like,
it was not awful.
That was awful. The green screen was so bad.
That was bad. That part was bad.
Look, she held that blue.
Anyway, sorry. Come on. Let's wrap it up.
Dang, we 3 hours in. What time is it?
No, we an hour and 45. Go ahead.
Oh, good. Okay, so damn, we were all on the show. I don't even know what the fuck to say. So we talked about that. Let's briefly go over the other things that lead up to her new Forbes status. So, her makeup, out of the blue, didn't even know that was something that she wanted to do. Next thing you know,
she did. It was like little inklings of. She used to always love makeup.
I know. I remember always hearing her talk about makeup and stuff.
She had a cousin. She actually had a cousin before all
Leandra
this.
Simone.
She had a cousin that had a lipstick line.
Leandra Simone. Leandra was her cousin, and she was doing her own makeup thing, and Rihanna was helping her push that, and they were doing that, and the next thing I know, Rihanna was doing makeup, and I wasn't taking her seriously, and then she really made it like a venture.
That Fenty foundation is everything.
And then, she already had her River Island thing that had went on, and then she went into the makeup. Like, she jumped into makeup. Makeup is doing lucrative, it's doing well. I heard it's doing way better than, is it doing better than Miley's?
Who?
I mean, not Miley.
Kylie?
Kylie.
I don't know.
I don't really know her.
I don't know.
I don't want to say it's doing better.
No, it's not doing better because Kylie, she still has that Kardashian backing, so she's gonna. I mean, it's. I don't think so.
No, I feel like I read something saying that she's outsold Kylie's.
She might have at some little segment point, but overall,
like a segment.
I don't think overall because Kylie has that Kardashian backing.
That following,
and plus she's a white girl, so it's like that too, and so it's like
So. She did the makeup. She's dabbling. I feel like Rihanna is just smart. She's a mogul. She's dabbling into everything.
She has layers, like you said.
I won't be surprised if she doesn't open like a home, like Fenty furniture. Or I hear people joke about it, but like Fenty furniture or like some type of Fenty fucking car line or something. She might just start making cars out of nowhere. Her husband's fucking with Toyota. Like you won't be surprised.
He's the CEO of the damn Toyota.
She might make some shit coming up in the future. So I just think I think at this point, Rihanna's not even like, oh, I'm going to just do music anymore. Like, I really honestly feel like if we get an album for Rihanna, that's it. Whatever we get next is going to be it. Because I feel like she's just dabbling into all these other entities, and I feel like she's just genius. She's marketable. And throughout her tenure, it's very hard to maintain such a status, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Rihanna has maintained her status from the time she debuted till now, and she's more prominent, and she's more loved, and she's more of a muse to a lot of these people, and she's more marketable. Like, if somebody needs to sell something, they're going to do it through Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I need to sell this, it's going to be through you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of artists coming up, too. And I feel like I said, we're still living in a Beyonce, Rihanna, Drake, Kanye world. They're still at an age right now where they still can persuade the masses if they have the right team, if they have the right writers, if they had the right the right artistry, the right skill. They can still be in a lineup for a while. And I say, like I said, Rihanna's 31, and, you know, she's getting up there. You know, she's getting up to the age where it's like, okay, now.
She want to start having kids.
Y'all gonna be on Housewives of Atlanta status, you know what I'm saying? Like, but, you know, I'm content with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you always want your artist your fave to thrive forever, and always be doing like one thing I give is these artists like Madonna and Mariah and these people that are like damn near 55, and they're still making music and still able to make like
that no one asked for. It's like, no, I'm playing.
I actually like a lot. Two of Madonna's recent songs that she released
with the Quavo one and shit.
There's one with Sway Lee called Crave.
You know what? Sway Lee can't do no wrong. He's another token.
I love it.
He's one of the he's
and I think she knows who the fuck to work with.
Of course, he's today's T-Pain. Honestly, remember when everybody wanted to be on a song with everybody wanted T-Pain to be on their song. Everybody wants Sway Lee to be because he has that new sound now.
He got that little
sunflower,
that slight singing, slight rapping voice.
Like I said, Rihanna throwaways.
Yeah.
You lucky to even get it in, Rihanna. You lucky to get something that she fucking touched on and made it and rubbed it and got a little bit of pizzazz on it, so you can kind of, you know what I'm saying? No,
there's artists out there that don't even care about their fans. They just drop something and just say, hope y'all like it, and keep it the fuck moving. I'm not going to name any names, but Rihanna's the type of person that's like,
name some names.
No, I'm not naming names, but I'm just going to say, you know, people just drop stuff. You know, I dropped the album. Okay, whatever. You know, 6ix9ine. This is coming out. Like, okay, bitch. Like, you didn't even drop a single yet. You talking about 6ix9ine. This album coming out. Like,
and she's the richest.
I don't think it's just black. I think it's the richest woman in music right now.
She's the richest musician. Yes, the richest female musician. Yes,
is a fucking amazing. I'm gonna just say kudos to her. I love you.
Oh my god. Anyway, so
this is the end.
So this is the end.
If y'all got anything to say, y'all can add me at EGYPSHUN at Egyptian, or you can call me at 240. You tried it. You're not gonna get my number.
Anyways, this was another bonus episode with Dani and Lasana. We wrapped up. We're wrapping up right now. We talked about Bad Gal Riri, and tune in next time to see who we talk about next. And this is Dani, your host, and you can find me at Dani DeVito __. That's DANIDEVITO __ on Instagram. You can find me at Dani DeVito with 1 _ on Twitter. Follow Heard the Podcast, HERD the Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. You can also type that in, HER'_D, the podcast on Soundcloud. Listen to our episodes, and HER'_D, the podcast on YouTube. Watch our clips and whatnot, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for listening.